Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say something. Something just came to me. I mean, when you first contacted me and we had our first session and just chatted about it. But can you remember? Can you recall what your sort of journey with that was?
You mean in terms of contacting you, or in
Well, just
terms of what happened in the first
well,
lesson?
the sort of the step between Mark, do you do Skype sessions to having your first session and the experience after it. I mean,
Ah,
yeah.
unbelievable. Well, I was so thrilled. I was embarrassed that I hadn't seen your website lately to know you do Skype sessions. Yes. And I'd been looking for something like that for years. And so when you said that, look, I was so excited. And for me, the I was really excited to try something new, to see if it was possible to use Skype as a yoga session. And I think a lot of people might think, well, that's sort of antithetical in some ways because you're trying to do a body practice by talking. But my experience of it, of being able to go through the poses very slowly and with a lot of accuracy, gave me a whole new experience of doing even just one simple pose. And that for me was the magic key, and I was like, hello, green lights, this is so fantastic, so on, Mark. Woohoo! So, because, and I guess what I wanted to say about that was I'm surprised that the Skype, that you are so able to pick up the quality of my movements even through Skype, and the quality of my breathing even through Skype. So that is, I'm impressed to know that that level of detail can be transmitted across the video, and that you can track very minute changes in my body sometimes before I've even noticed them myself.
Do you want to know how I do that? Do you want to know how that works?
Yeah, what's the secret?
Well, it's what I was talking about earlier with you. It's because every movement in every part of the body is related to every other part of the body. There's no movement that is isolated. So if there's something going on, say for example you're standing and your left big toe isn't giving you support, I'll be able to see that in the way the core of the body moves, in the way you breathe, in the way the spine is holding you up, in the way the arms are hanging from the body. Because the big toe not being down will mean that the head isn't supported, that on one side, say it's the left big toe, your left side will be slightly floppier in the core. The chest will be slightly lifted on that side. The head will be slightly more forwards on that side, because all these things have relationships. And because I've got familiar with the patterning of these relationships, usually the source of an issue is to do with the way the base is touching the ground. Because if you haven't got support from the ground, then you have to compensate in the body. So I look at the whole body, I look at movement, I notice which bit of you is touching the ground, and where I see absence of support or absence of space, I can work out what the source is, because it's just wired up like that. It's not complicated.
Well, it's remarkable, honestly. And look, that first session, I think we only did a couple of poses, and I'm glad about that. That's the way I like to work. And just to have all I'm looking for is one really new experience in terms of how I know, how I understand my body, and I feel I've got something very rich to go away with.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, really,
really
honestly,
cool.
Mark, I'm so enthused and just having such a great time.